This is funny because it assumes that you can get to zero. This is how I know you got a lot of plastic in your brain, because you're not considering the fact that you will never be at zero. You weren't at zero before you were born. Placental tissue and fetuses get chemicals from plastic and microplastics from their mothers before they are born. Every single minute of your life, you are being exposed to plastic. Indoor air has close to 2 times more microplastics versus outdoor air, and we spend around 90% of our lives indoors, right? There's plastic in rain in really high concentrations. There's certainly plastic in your water. If you're drinking bottled water, shit, like that is like 80% plastic, okay? Plastic in all of your food, plastic in your clothing, right? Plastic in the paint, plastic in this, certainly plastic on your phone. So like it's completely unregulated. There's 16,000 chemicals that are known to be present in plastic, either as additives or from the processing. The most commonly produced polymers, there's around 500 chemicals that are hazardous to human health that are present in plastic and are released in levels that are bad for us. And just so you know, a lot of the plastic chemicals are non-monotonic. Right? So bisphenols, BPA being a big one that people know about, that one is non-monotonic, meaning the smaller amount that you have, the worse it actually is for you. And a lot of these chemicals have synergistic toxicity, meaning on their own, they're pretty bad, but when they match up with another toxic chemical that is also in plastic, they become even worse. And it's not just me saying this, it is literally why we just had a global plastics treaty just leave its 4th session. The plastic attributable diseases and disorders cost the United States $249 billion just in 2018 alone. And that was only a few of the chemicals, right? Like BPA, PFAS, and some phthalates, right? Just a handful of the chemicals associated with plastic. 90,000 premature deaths as a result of phthalates. Along with that was 11.7 million IQ points that were lost. The arrogance for someone to think that they're ever at zero, like, nah, man, you're not. I don't understand why anyone would argue that plastic is somehow safe, other than you are afraid of how inescapable it is. And I understand compulsion to like bury your head in the sand or call anything you don't agree with misinformation. But like literally, this is general scientific consensus. And you, my friend, are just spewing the propaganda from the plastic manufacturers and petrochemical industry that help make plastic. You don't even know that you're spewing their propaganda, but you are.